Don't need that ladder there. So I might as well just rip it up. What? Okay, back up to almost 200. Almost. Now, what I would like is to get this built out again of igneous rock, if possible. A door needs to go over here, but that can just be manual airlock with gold amalgam. That isn't an issue. Let's get all of this mopped up where we can. We'll bring in water specifically when we need to. Right, now that we've done that, we can start rebuilding our system. So, gas pump made of steel, right there. Hook that up to automation wires, like so. We want a hydro sensor. I think that's under automation. Yes, it is. That made of copper, right there. We want an ore gate, once again, made of copper. Can live there. And then we want the NOT gate right about here. We need a liquid vent. Again, gold amalgam is fine. We want automation wire made of copper. And that will take care of this entire room. Right, we are going to need the gas pipes. I don't think we need to care about these, honestly, so I'm probably free to use sandstone. But if I want to make it insulated, I can. It's got a decent distance to travel. I don't... Well, actually, that's a good point, because I don't want it to cool down, so... Oh, actually... As it happens, I need to make sure that this is the right temperature as well. Because I don't want to send out too cold steam. So I don't want it to freeze in the pipes. Because they would break the pipe. Alright, we need to readjust. Alright. It shouldn't be too difficult for me to do, actually. But I do need to cancel the automation wire that I laid down from here. Probably going to move this down instead to something like there. And I'm going to want an AND gate at this point. Straightingly, it's not exactly the best position for me. I should be able to place it here. It would have been nicer if I didn't have these in quite the same spot, but oh well. Because I still want this to control the input. Oh, well, actually. I'm going to need to move this up. The reason for that is I don't want it to be on the floor because it might have water on it, which would prevent it from activating properly. So I'll pop it there instead. There we go. That will move across, and I need that to run off at thermosensor, which will tell me if the room is hot enough. If the steam in the room is sufficiently hot, then it activates. Likewise, I want a thermosensor that will say if the temperature of the steam in here, because I don't really want to bleed off this power. So the power should only kick in if the temperature is above a certain amount. Actually, I can probably do that here. I can probably use that for this job. If the temperature is above, like, 180, it's good enough to use. But otherwise, it just sits in there, building up temperature, because this is going to be running either way. And a little bit more water will be being added constantly. All right. I think we're starting to get somewhere now. It's going to be a very hodgepodge system. It's not going to be like my other ones where the steam engines will turn on if the temperature is too hot, and then won't turn off until a much lower temperature. So, you know, hysteresis effectively. So, for example, they'll wait until the temperature is 180, turn on, but then won't turn off again until the temperature is below 120. I want it to just turn on if it's getting too hot in the room and I need to cool off the devices in there, basically. That's the only reason I would want that to activate. Otherwise, I want the steam to be running constantly. Now, what I'm thinking is we don't want this system to be without fuel. But we also don't want any steam sitting in the pipe. So, to that end, I'm actually going to bring this pipe back down. It'll fuel the system if it's got it there to put in. But otherwise, it just comes back around. Oh, it just comes back around and dumps the gas off. Can't use this because plastic. A very different melting temperature. Since it's an Apthra 159, so it will have to be a gas vent, just a regular old gas vent. Oh well, that's fine. We can make it happen. Iron ore, okay. Did that just land in an asteroid or something? It must have. Either way, I don't care for it. Alright, this should work. I hope. Alright, let's find out what we got. Hatchling. No, we're going to reject everything. Selfie. I have no idea what's being built right now. Okay, so I'm building a steam generator, effectively. This little room is going to keep getting hotter and hotter and hotter, and I'm going to introduce water so long as there's a decent pressure, and then that water will be turned into steam, and it'll keep getting hotter and hotter and hotter and hotter and hotter, cooling down the steam generators. The steam generators will turn on if the heat in this room gets too high, but generally, hopefully that won't happen too often. Steam generators will take the steam, generate a little bit of power, and then dump 95-degree water back into the system. On that note, I do need to make a place for that to happen, which will be here, I suppose. It needs to be a closed loop in a way, but steam will eventually be taken out of the system. I'm not sure about this, but we can try. I can either have steam always returned, which is probably the best way to go about it. Probably. Steam generator here. We're going to make it out of copper. This will live there, and this one will live here. Do like that. Then we'll have a bridge, liquid bridge just taking across, and then a liquid vent. This will never close. This one should always be available. Because I don't want this to take liquid out of the system. I only ever wanted to put it in there. I think Aavak will appreciate this. After hours of relative peace, literally not one raid, just a few maddened animals, Randy has dropped the third mechanite cluster on me in a short succession. Yeah, that's Randy for you. Randy cares not if you are happy or sad. Randy only cares if drama. Get all of that made. Swiftly now. We're going to need some transformers here, though. We've got a lot of power that's going to be going into the system. Potentially. Yeah, we're going to want one large transformer. That will have to sit about here, I'm thinking. Which means we need a little bit of a platform for it. Then we need to deconstruct this. Actually, what I can do instead... Let's make this out of mesh tile so that the liquid can move through it. So it never causes any issue for the transformer. This will then follow up all the way. And I'm going to enter into this room from this position so that it just goes straight into the main grid. I don't think there's any reason not to. We will hook up to the transformer about here. So from there, I'm going to want regular conductive wire. And just take that straight up and across. And that whole system should be set. Now then, chat, what are the odds that I go to all of this effort? We really don't actually use this rocket for very much. I've built... Like, everything in the stream has just been to get us to space in this tiny, tiny little steam rocket. Shackle Draconis, it is preventing overheating of the system, basically. And generating more steam. Like, this room is mostly there to make steam that gets used by the rocket, but the rocket isn't always going to be there, but this room will always be running. So, it'll generate a little bit of extra power for the grid, but other than that, not too much of anything. Much ado about nothing in many ways. That whole area made, please. Also, I need a heavy watt conductive plate made of... Why, damn it. How am I out of copper? What is this nonsense? Fine, iron it is. But I feel that this is nonsense. Also, that's probably why the wires aren't being made. How long until our copper volcano kicks in again? Is it active? Yes, it is. 7.5 cycles. Okay, yeah. Copper volcano for the win. Also, I've got 5.5 tons of copper here. Why is that not being collected? Ugh. 5.5 tons. But it's not being seen. I don't quite understand, but alright. Oops, sorry. Just found out the automotor doesn't wait. Yeah. Yeah. We found that out. It sucked. You know what? If it's... below 1,000. I just want all of this copper out of there because it's just too small of an amount to do anything with. So it's just been clogging up everything. So let's wait for it to get out of there. Was that hotter than 1,000? Kidding me. Yes. Wow. I am wondering if that's somehow inaccessible, yeah. Because it shouldn't be struggling, but here we are. Let's make this. Grab everything from down there and hike it into this. Now, this might make for some extremely hot copper, but I guess I can just turn that on and off every now and then. What? Why am... Okay, I can't copy nothing, apparently. Let's get these things made quickly. I also want a bit of power up there. No, make it out of lead. Make it out of copper instead, haha. Okay, I've been foiled. Then force it to be made out of copper. Yeah, we've actually got plenty of copper coming our way, but let's try and set this up so it will actually dump that into the container there. It's made of steel. Man, I was being crazy early on. It's like, I've got steel. I've got so much steel. I'll never need anything else. It's steel for everything. Why? Don't allow manual use, please. Oh, I can't turn off manual use, can I? Oh, that's a shame. Oh, well. Oh, no, they absolutely can get up there. That is not an issue. I just don't understand why this copper is not getting stored. I mean, I agree. There's a lot of copper there, but still. Wood is decayed. Honestly, I was really worried about the way that was going to work. But it seems that it really isn't an issue for us. Like, at all. Genuinely not a problem. See? Grabbing loads of copper. It's like you've suddenly understood. Ah, there's copper here. How marvelous. Why is this not updating with the copper that you've got there? You've got so much. Okay, well, at the very least, we know that they can actually grab that copper, so that's all I care about. That's fine. Now, this is still going to be 200-degree copper, which is going to be a bit of a problem because... Well, actually, it's going to be dumping into here, which has got a lot of... I imagine the atmosphere is going to cool it down enough. We'll see. Eventually, it's just going to keep heating this place up until eventually these turn on. Temperature is going up a decent amount, but... Okay. New principles. Gold amalgam, because we haven't got enough already. There will never be enough gold amalgam. Is this set up to make gold amalgam? No, this is set up to... Actually, no, this one absolutely is set up for gold amalgam. This one's set to make tungsten. This one's set to make iron. This one's set to make steel. I would like loads of gold amalgam turned into gold, please. Make 500. No, I can't make 500. That's a shame. Make 50. Chop, chop. Get to work. You've got oh so much work to do. But that should bring us enough copper that we can finish off the work up here, I would imagine. We'll see, obviously, but... I think what it is that the steam... Well, no, the steam turbines shouldn't have been... Are the steam turbines made of refined copper? Yeah, they are. Okay. Well, I guess we'd queued up so much copper to be used that it was a bit of an issue. Oh well. We are going to be okay now, though. Also, we will occasionally get... Actually, I think it's mostly iron we'll get from meteorites. I don't think we get copper, generally speaking. I still need to get into the gravitas building at some point. You doing Louis, Dot, Enzo, and Bob all doing rather well, I must say. How's our... Oh. Is our stock... Wow, okay, we are completely out of natural gas. That's a little bit of a worry. Granted, we've got stupendous amounts of petroleum, so, you know, when we need to, we can kick in on the petroleum generators, but still, we got through all of that natural gas. That's shocking. It's starting to back up a bit, so I imagine what happened is one of the geysers is stopped. Yeah, we probably went through a dormant period. This has been active for half of its active period now, whereas what about this one? This just started, so yeah, this one basically shut down for a little bit. And in that time we got through a bunch of the... our backlog. Help! I have been trapped under Cuddly Kitty. Oh. It's slowly getting warmer. Ever so slowly. More CO2 is gathering down here. I honestly kind of figured that this area would be warm enough to heat that fastest, but it really doesn't seem it. I could pop it in here, I guess. Just let it sit in here, because eventually it'll get warm enough from the power plants. It's another option. It might be a worthwhile option too. We'll have a look. Uh-oh. We have got an ETAL raid here. They're trying to steal our oxygen. How rude. Rude. We've spent so long making our artisanal oxygen. We've put love, sweat, and, well, okay, that... probably quite a lot of sweat, actually. It's very warm in this space. I was going to try and salvage, but no, it's true. The oxygen probably is a bit stinky. Yeah, it's very stinky. You can have our sweaty O2 if you really want. Okay? You can have the sweaty oxygen. Hello, Alex. Hello, Raiders. Can we get a shout-out? Thank you very much, Belial. You were playing Stellaris. Yes, of course. 3 hours in. Still in character creator. A man after my own heart. I'm gonna have to keep my eye on you. I need my heart. You can't have my heart. It's doing a very important job. My lord. How did Stellaris go? You're gonna make food and lurk. Alright, well, chat. Etal chat. How did Stellaris go for Italics? Don't ask, really? Oh. But... really? Oh no. Everyone hates it. But is that because they're meant to, though? Is he like a fanatic purifier? Because, I mean, you know, if you make it really clear, it's like, hi, alien friends, I want to kill you. Now, that's what I'm about. It's you know, it's a kind of thing that happens, you know? You're a corporate death cult. I mean, okay. That also has effects, yeah. Yeah. Filthy capitalist scum. Well, I mean, you know, yeah. Look, you're a corporate death cult. What were you expecting? You went to space and you put capitalism there. It was meant to be our salvation. Italics took capitalism to the one place where it wasn't meant to be. We got bullied intensely by mean xenophobes, even though we deserved it for vivisecting them. Well, yes. True. See, what Italics hasn't learned is if you make your death cult not a corporation, people like you. You're like, hello, alien friends. We bring gifts. Death cult gifts. The honored apostles will go forth and they will sacrifice themselves so that we don't have to, but we can live by the strength of their massive empire-wide bonuses. Everyone likes a death cult that's nice to people when they die. The whole vivisecting thing is where you went wrong. You need to rebrand yourself, okay? We're going to have to get some PowerPoint presentations going. It's just a PR nightmare, but it is salvageable. I believe in you, Italics. Whereas my humble, you know, mom and pop death cult doesn't need PR. It automatically has good PR. It's good times. A little bit too good times, honestly. It's slightly overpowered. It's like, yeah, every couple of years we'll just have a bunch of people go have a crazy, like, party in a tower. Then they're going to die. But everyone's going to be so happy at the end of it. It's going to be grand. They're going to be able to build stuff faster. Our ships are going to be able to fight better. We're going to make more money. It's amazing. Everyone loves death. I'm fairly certain that they've taken a few leaves out of... out of the religion of my culture. It's like, death, sex, and religion. Perfect combination. It's glorious. Good times. Till the end, yeah. Pretty good. You're a really good death cult to die for, oh god. Alright, well, hello everyone. We are currently, as much as I've been distracted, we're trying to get to space. I was a little bit concerned about our power situation for a moment, but we're fine. We've got several tamed volcanoes. This volcano is producing a lot of power. Thank you very much, volcano. It's also producing lots of food for our hatches, which are hungry hatches. Our copper volcano is producing lots of power, and copper is marvelous. Volcanoes are great. And we've only had to sacrifice like 3 duplicants to them so far. I think this is a very good return on investment. Our volcanoes are not greedy. They eat just as much as they need to. We are presently trying to build a space rocket. This is the first time I've ever tried to go to space. It's what this series is just, in its entirety has been building up to. We're still not there yet. We are so far into the game, and like I've seen people in space by cycle 100. I don't know what to tell you. We're taking our time, enjoying the beautiful vistas, etc., etc. Despite our sweaty oxygen, we are being the opposite of sweaty about getting to space. Miss Glaciers, I've actually got all of the DLCs. I've got all of them, yeah. The latest one is kind of the latest... where were we in our current... We've got lots of friends. I know. I know, it's shocking. Death cult, so many friends. Everyone wants to be our friend. We have got a federation going, and I am slowly positioning myself to be the crisis. Who knew? Who knew the leader of the death cult was going to try and take over the Senate? I know, right? It's shocking. But yeah, we're making a play. We're building up to being Palpatine. Basically, it's going to be so good. So good. There'll be a crisis. Everyone will give me, unlimited executive powers, and I'm just never going to give them back. It's going to be marvelous, truly. We've got no printables available. Let's have a look. Oh, for a moment I thought they'd given us steel. Man, that was such a tease. It's going to be fantastic, though. Yeah, because the problem is to be the other crises, it's going to take us so much effort. So much effort to be the other crises, but I feel like it makes sense for the friendly death cult to be the Palpatine style crisis. We've convinced everyone that we're killing them for their own good. It's going to be amazing. Palpatine, a name you can trust. I suppose so. So, right now, a lot of waiting is happening, sadly. We have got all of the materials, I think. But, oh, there we are. Someone's actually doing work. Fantastic. Oh, you know what we should do? You know what would make this infinitely faster? Trying to do it, though, is going to be a potch. What I would very much like to do is to bring a transport tube over there. Trying to get it up into this area is going to be really, really finicky. Can I run it through these? No, I cannot. Balls. Well, I suppose one thing I could do is just go straight up here. Yeah, actually, that wouldn't be too bad, and I can already make it there, so... Whomp. Actually, let's not go that high, otherwise it's going to be harder for me to build, and there's no reason to make it harder just for the sake of it. In fact, let's dial this back. Well, no, actually, we are going to need to be about there. Fine. Let's go all the way down. And then all the way up. What? Oh, it's ladder, of course. Actually, I'm going to need to bring it up a little bit more. And then just dump them out about here. I will also install a transport way back. We can power it off this transformer. So that shouldn't be too much of an issue. Where are you? There we are. Turbo lift. Pump that right there. Going to need to fill out the floor though. There you are. And power it from this. Actually, no, I can run it off the main trunk. There we are. Takes a little bit of time to get it all done, but actually I'm going to make this a priority 8. Let's get this done right now so that we can actually get the rest of the stuff done in a reasonable time frame before we all die of old age. You have returned with a lovely cuppa. I am jelly. My cuppa ran out many hours ago. I am subsisting off bottled water right now. Yeah, I can't. No. There's no question about my crisis. You know, the whole "I am the Senate" being evil. I was democratically elected. There is no version of this where you can hold me to right and say, but evil stole the vote. No, I was given the votes by you. You should have read the fine print. It's all on you. My hands are clean. Oh, take care, Belial. Sorry I wasn't able to get it all done before you headed off to bed, but we are getting so close now. You shall have to be with us in spirit in the VODs. Probably best you don't ask that thing, actually. Out of plastic. But, again, we've got enough petroleum that we're going to have loads of plastic coming in. Thankfully. But sleep well, Bilal. Everyone in chat, please pop plenty of love in chat for Bilal. They do such a good job. I mean, I am in spirit on this asteroid, Aavak. Cough. Well, no. Whilst you may remember having a colonist and them dying, as you can see, the only grave we have is Big Al's. There's no evidence that you were ever here. This is a story told by elder duplicants to frighten the young ones. But there is no proof that there was ever a Belial in this colony. Dying is a strong word. He simply isn't alive anymore. Indeed, leaving. But take care, Bilal. Thanks so much for hanging out, mate. It was a pleasure, as always. Come on, hurry up with the yeah, we're going to be waiting a while. There's so much plastic they're trying to deliver right now. Oh, wait. No! Why am I building this out of igneous rock again? Actually, no, wait. I've got 113.5 tons. Okay, never mind. I've got many tons of igneous rock. This should be okay. No proof other than the VODs. Flimsy at best. They would never hold up in court. Maybe I should add sedimentary rock onto this. Go. Yep. Howard, but we need to actually hook it up to the tube network for it to work. To be fair, they're actually getting it done quite quickly. Did we? Oh my lord, we've got enough steel again to build another rocket steam engine. That is actually reasonably impressive. Reasonably impressive. How tall can we make this go? Hang on a second. Have we got an impact event happening? No, surely not. No, I don't think so. I think we're good. Wow. Atrabilius? It seems like you're destined to become the evil empire at some point. Witnesses can be silenced, my lord. Right, but for those who just joined, we are playing with the. It's clumsy to explain, but we are playing with the quality of life features and some of the expanded content that came with the Spaced Out DLC. But we are still playing on the base game without the DLC enabled. We've just got all of the quality of life enhancements and such. We will, once this colony has had its run, be going to Spice Out. But for now, we're on the base game, but with a bunch of the improvements, especially performance improvements. This colony was running a lot slower before, which I'm very, very happy about. Very nice to see this colony doing well. Still picking up our frozen carbon dioxide. Very, very nice indeed. Still got little bits of... Oh, there's snow over there. Still little bits of frozen CO2 all the way back there. Oh, take care, Annie. Thanks for dropping by. Have a good sleep. As for the CO2, how many tons of it have we got? We've got 17.6 tons at 61.8 degrees. It's going to take us a while to get all of that gone. What I could do is add a little tiny dribble of water so that there's a better medium for heat transfer. I think that actually might be a worthwhile thing to do. Or, well, not water, because that will freeze the water into ice. How about a tiny little bit of oil? Or maybe even a tiny little bit of petroleum. I think we've got some around. Yeah, we've got some petroleum over here that I could use. Why is there sand in my petroleum pool? Please take it out. Building entombment. I assume one of the shovels pooped on the grooming station. What? Oh, someone is very happy and has been sticker bombing the oil refinery. Nope. 1000% no. I think we're going to be waiting a while for that one to be set up, sadly. We are slowly getting this all set up, though. It's not going to take us too long, I don't think. Though I am thinking that maybe getting another powered deodorizer would be a good idea around here. I mean, this is pretty foul. There's a lot of sweaty CO2. Sorry, O2. I don't think we've got sweaty CO2, thankfully. We have got sweating CO2, if you consider that moment where the CO2 is transitioning from ice to liquid, but outside of that, no. I think, sadly, the transit tube project is taking like most of our people's focus for now. How is the petroleum doing in here, though? Yeah, we got loads of petroleum. We're constantly delivering more. That's going to be fine. How much petroleum do we have in storage there? We've currently got 1.6 tons of petroleum. We're fine. Oh, but we've now got more plastic than we've queued up for being built. That's amazing. So at this point, we can probably finish the designation. No. No, they're still picking it up. Okay, never mind then. We had a moment, but that moment is gone. Okay, there is entombment. It is the shovels. I hate you. Copy. Now we got it. Now just make sure it's all being done rather swiftly. And then everything else will get done super fast afterwards. Alright. A little bit of time spent improving the infrastructure is going to save us a lot of time later. When peeps can make their way up top super fast. When this is in... Oh, actually, you know what? I'm going to deconstruct this. And this. I will eventually put a wall here. And a transit tube crossing. That way this area will be kept separate from this one, atmospherically speaking. Hello, Andrew the Goose. How you doing, mate? I can't believe we've been so close to getting this thing done for so long. What have we got in furniture, though? Got a new something. Oh, right. The monument base, monument midsection, and monument top. Each one of these takes stupendous amounts of resources. The base requires 7.5 tons of steel and 2,500 kilos, or 2.5 tons of obsidian. The midsection requires 2.5 tons of ceramics, 2.5 tons of plastics, and 5 tons of steel. And the monument top requires 2.5 tons of glass, 2.5 tons of diamond, and 5 tons of steel. I'm not sure what this monument is to, other than our greed, frankly.